What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Payne. Welcome back to another Sword Chronicles Awaken video. That's right, we're doing some more videos, boys and girls, and this is a good one here because I think a lot of you guys might be like me and have started off as a brand new player, and so I've done some research today in terms of what brand new players should be doing to start off right and what you should be doing in terms of resources, content, and what you should be pushing for to have the best results, especially as a free-to-play player. Okay, so let's get into all of this and talk about it. First off, you guys can see my account. I'm level 31. I've got this much power here, 205k. I think I'm kind of stuck a little bit right now in terms of story mode. I mean, I probably could do a little better, but right here, I'm in the second boss fight here in Yangzhou City, and I'm going to be pushing forward here. Doing pretty well, to be honest with you. So I'll show you guys kind of where I'm at in terms of my characters. So here's my character, my actual main character. This is kind of where I'm at in terms of like overall stats. Skin's the same. Faith's not doing too well. Divine weapon here. I've got these ones going. And again, completely free to play here. Also, my title is now promoted to level 2 adventurer, going to level 3. So let's talk a little bit about what you should be doing here for yourself and how you should be handling your account, especially if you're going to be free to play. Okay, this is going to be an important one because I feel like a lot of you guys are going to want to push your account as far as you can as free to play and see if this game is worth spending on. So let's talk a little bit about that first. Actually, before we do that, let me go to my hero over. You guys can kind of see where I'm at here. So I've got a couple SSR pluses or SSRs with a couple extra bonuses here. Really pushing my SRs more than anything else right now, and trying to get my rares up as well. So the beauty of this game, and this is what makes it so unique, is every character from rare to SSR to URs can all hit the UR status. So everybody gets the same treatment in regards to where they can end up. So the rares are going to actually be some of your best units in the beginning, especially as free to play. So let's start from scratch and talk about everything you need to know. So first off, diamonds. Okay, this is where you're going to spend all of your diamonds in the beginning. All right, and what you want to do is you want to do the recruit heroes as much as you possibly can for the first month. And the reason why that's so important is because of these events that are going on currently, right? So you have this great time, sorry, where is it here? Improve a link tree right here, which you want to push as far as you possibly can. And you want to put her in your wish list. So you need to have 100 summons in order to do that, which is fairly easy to get actually, because you can do that fairly easily. So try to get as many friends as you can. Friend summons count towards that as well too. So friendship points are going to be a big part of this game. And you want to push for getting her. So put her in your wish list and try to get as many dupes as her as you can. She's a fantastic character, and you should be focusing on building her as soon as possible. Now, the second character you want to focus on building is going to be someone that is already been known on the tier list for the JP, as well as for anyone who's a veteran player has supported this already, and that's going to be actually this one here. Where is he on the wish list? Let me put my wish list back up. There he is, Sima Yi. He is going to be one of the best tanks with damage reduction, long-term, overall one of the best units out there for PvP and PvE, and also does damage according to percentage of HP, making it a lot easier for you to tank, do damage, as well as have a long-term character you're going to have for quite some time. So make sure these are the two units you focus on in the beginning. Okay, that's going to be a big one. A couple other characters you want to probably focus on here from an SR perspective is going to be some of the rares and the all-women team. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick here. If you go to your squad, make sure that when you are putting your squad together, okay, you go to details here. You guys can see all these little things they have, these potentials, etc. Right? You can go here, you can kind of see what moves they have, etc. Make sure you're looking at this and focusing on that as well. But a little fun thing you can do here is you can go click on show bond, and you can see who actually is bonded together and what characters work together. So for example, these two here have the Hercules bond, right? And you can actually click on it to see what it does. Right there, when deployed with Dian Wei, increases Zuchu's DR, which is damage reduction by 15%. Whenever Dian Wei casts rage skills, Zuchu also has a 50% chance to recover HP. So their passive bonds work really well together. So you definitely want to put some of these units together. Now, with that being said, Ling Chi or Lin Kuei, sorry, I think it's Lin Kuei. Ling Chi. I'm trying to say her name correctly here without completely butchering it. She actually has some of the better bonds, and that's why you want to build around her. So she has an all-woman bond skill here that you can use. So when you take a look at that, sorry, let me go back here. change squad. When you look at her bonds, right? It's not this one that I'm looking at, but it's this one here. Right here, all these women all bond to her, and they all give her insane amount of stats, and they're all very good units. So you actually want to try to put some of these units together and make an all-women team. You can actually see the recommended teams right here. Click on that, and it's actually very accurate in terms of how you want to use it. This is the early game one right here that I'm talking about. This early game team is comprised of one SSR, and the rest are rares and SRs, and it will actually take you very far because it's the most comprehensive and balanced team for a very, very long time, right? So the main thing I want to say here is don't only focus on your SSR. Just because you have an SSR at 1 star, you're like my main DPS right now, out of everybody that I have, is this guy over here, Dian Wei. He does the most damage out of anybody. Look, I even have like even more than her. So your SRs are actually going to push you very, very far in terms of how far you can go in this game. So don't neglect them just because somebody comes out with a gold border versus a purple border versus a UR red border, right? It's extremely important to know that. So another thing you want to focus on, okay? So for the first month, guys, what you want to do is you want to pull with all your diamonds, get these 2 events done. So that was event number 1. Event number 2 is going to be this one here. Where is it? Let me just get to it here. Where is it? I think it's this one. Yeah, there we go. Squad UR. This one's huge, okay? Because you get yourself a lot of diamonds. You can tell here. It's all through summoning. You have to summon and dupe. So make sure, guys, you are focusing on this. This is very similar to Street Fighter Duels, that whole beginning steps of the ladder. Not steps of the ladder, sorry. The one that we have where you have to level up all these different characters and you get points for it. Same thing, right? I forgot what it was called already. But you want to focus on this because you get yourself a lot of diamonds, which is going to give you a ton of multis. Plus you get the skin, and the skin is actually going to help you get additional stats for your main hero, and it's going to push your account even further. So this is a massive, massive deal, guys. So you definitely want to push all your diamonds into summoning for at least the first month and get this out of the way. So that's advice number 1 for all free-to-play and also pay-to-win characters. It's extremely important to do that, okay? Number 2. We talked about which champions to focus on, right? We talked about kind of what teams to focus on. The second thing I want to talk about is all these events. Make sure you're picking up your free stamina here. For example, claim this. Stamina is something that goes a long way. You'll lose it very quick, and you're going to be doing a lot of promoting. There's a lot of stages in the beginning that's going to tell you, like, hey, in order to advance any further, you need to get your characters promoted to number 3 or weapons to number 4, etc. So here's what you have to do. Focus on storyline, focus on promotion, and also focus on 2 other modes, okay? And these modes are going to be right over here. I'm going to show you where they are. They're under Conquest, and that's Endless Path and Red Cliff. These 2 are going to be huge for you. Endless Path specifically because there's going to be requirements where you're going to have to, okay? You're going to have to level up your weapons and get yourself additional of these right here, right? These red items and the green items. And they're going to help you push your account even further because they're going to help you promote weapons and gear, and it's going to help you get additional gold in order to do so. So it's very important to do that. Also, when you increase the Endless Path, I'm going to just stop auto here real quick after this battle. We'll just do this one real quick. I'm even not sure if I win this one. I did. Okay, good. So you can see here the refining ruins, material required to refine gear to raise its stats, obtainable through Endless Path, and right over here is also gives out energy of ancient weapons. So you need these items to push further in your account. Without this, you will not go anywhere. Also remember, the more idle you do, the better this gets, right? So the further along you are, the better your idling will get for Endless Path, and also your quick earnings, also something you want to focus on and spend a little bit of gems on, even as free to play, to get yourself more of this, because the better weapons you have, the better you're going to do overall in terms of your power growth. So it's very important, guys, to push this Endless Path and also push the Red Cliff as well. The reason why it's important for Red Cliff too is remember that as a free-to-play especially, you're going to struggle with these events. And if you look at Ling Kui's event here, Ling Chi's event, sorry, you'll see daily challenges here. Look, I missed this one here, unfortunately, right? So, oh no, I haven't finished it. I can still do it. I have 9 hours left. And this one starts in 30 minutes or 20 minutes. There's going to be these daily challenges. You have to get them done, guys. So make sure you are focusing on this and pushing these things out of the way so you get some of these coveted prizes for free, especially like these Medal of Honors, these summoning tokens, these Faith Ruins, etc., right? Extremely important to do that content as much as you possibly can and push through it, okay? It's going to help you guys get so much of this content done by focusing on the right way and doing the right things. And like I said, friendship tokens are very important. So go out there and recruit friends, gift, quick claim, etc., and get yourself enough of these things to level up. And sorry, not level up. Get enough friendship points in order to summon. Summoning and duping is going to be the main thing for the first 28 days for you. Okay. Let's see what else. Bonds. You might want to start doing some bonds as well. So going home here and doing these bonds here is going to matter a lot. So going into the room, raising your bonds with characters, they give you items, you raise your stats, so your total affinity with everyone's going to matter a lot. You can see here you get HP percentage, defense percentage, etc. based on who you were bonding with. So it's important to note that bonding with your main characters is going to matter quite a bit, right? You can level up once by just doing that, for example, right there. You can see here 1 chance of opening Hot Spring lore. You click on the lore, go to it. I mean, it's a simple thing you can skip, and you can just, I mean, there's probably a right answer and the wrong answer, but we're going to just skip this just to show you how it works. So there you go. You can see here, we got that. Now there's a hangout, level up again. You'll see another lore open up. And as you level these things up, you're going to gain more power from it, right? So it's important to actually focus on your characters and don't neglect it. I know a lot of people don't like to really do this kind of things in games, but these parts of the games are extremely important, okay? So push for that. You'll get yourself some leveling up as well through affinity. It's important to do that, guys. Also, you'll be able to take people to like invite them to the hot springs and feast, and that's how you're going to help your account grow. So make sure you don't neglect this. It's a very big part of the game, especially your interactions. So that's going to be a big part too. Buying stamina. So this one's going to be big. Buying stamina in the store is pretty big. So in the beginning, you're going to get yourself, let me just quickly go in here. Where is that? Is it Daily Wish? No, not it. Not it. No, not what I'm looking for. Here it is. Here it is. Stamina Orb. So under Meteor Gems, under exclusive pack store, you're going to get one of these for free. It's actually worth buying some of these with your diamonds. You definitely want that because these are going to push. Now for free to play, I buy 3 a day. That's as far as it's going to go. Also, affinity boxes are not a bad idea too, right over here, because again, you can help your account grow by doing that. Buying all 5 weekly is not a bad idea. Again, Meteor Gems happen pretty often, so you don't worry about that. Now, when you first play, you're going to get yourself a brand new right over here, consuming points. You get yourself VIP points as you consume gems, so you don't actually have to spend, you just need to consume it, and you get yourself these points here. Make sure you're applying these points to getting yourself what you want and what you need, right? So getting yourself like a character, or some of these hero vouchers to summon, or getting yourself a guaranteed SSR and stamina. All of these things are going to matter a lot, so don't forget to do it, okay? Just make sure you're focusing on that. Now, next up, Arena. Definitely do Arena. Arena is a pretty big deal in this game. It can really help you guys advance further. You can see here who the top players are. Go on your own pace. You don't have to buy. You just make sure you're doing it within the. Here, let me just show you guys. Within the time frame. Make sure you try to get as high as you can level wise. And don't worry about being #1 as free to play. It's not going to happen. You're going to fight a lot of whales. But you can get yourself a lot of cool prizes here, and also get yourself some Meteor Gems as you advance up there. So spending 10, you get yourself 101, right? So it's kind of worth it. Plus, it's worth having the daily prizes given to you right here, the daily rewards, because these things are going to matter a lot in the shop, where you can buy additional things from the Arena store, like characters, like shards, like Ultra Awakenings, etc. So Arena is a very important thing to do, okay? Now, the cells. This is going to matter as well too, okay? Let's go talk about that real quick. Let's go to, where are the cells? I think it's under home. Is it under home? No, it's not under home, sorry. Let me find it. No, not guild. I'm trying to remember where the cells are, guys. Sorry, give me a sec here. Is it under support? Yeah, the camp. There we go. They're called camps. So a lot of you guys are going to have this unlocked, obviously. There's going to be 3, 3, 3. 1 is always locked here for extra stats. You guys can unlock it. As free to play, I don't recommend it for a long while because you don't really need to. So make sure you're going in here and you're putting the best units in. It'll actually tell you what percentage people will give you here. So make sure that you're putting in the percentage that is going to give you the most outcome. So don't neglect this. Once in a while, it's going to have a red dot. Come back in here and make sure you do it. You can read how it works, right? There's faction camps and class camps. So it'll give you bonuses to your heroes and their stats by percentage. So it does make a fairly big deal. And remember, these are the actual factions here, which is Wei, Shu, Wu, and Kyun. Or Shun, I'm hoping I'm saying this correctly. And also gallery, very important. Oh, sorry, not gallery. Hero overview. No, not hero. Gallery. It was gallery here. So you're gonna also, as you rank up, it's important to dupe. Go in there and dupe everybody, because as you rank up, you're gonna get yourself additional stats for every character that you do it with, and you're gonna boost these characters up. And this way is a good way to kind of tell who's in what faction, and I think it's a more organized way to see who does what. So if you click on a character, for example, you can see their stats, level them up, etc. Right? So this is an easy way to kind of see who you have in terms of what ranking and in terms of what dupes. But if you actually want to see the characters' skills and all that, you actually have to go here, click on the class you want, for example, down way, and then you guys can see here the bonds, right? The camp bonuses that he's getting currently, which he's in the camp, and then right over here you can see all the skills that you have right now, and then what he'll get when he's UR, and then how many stars up he's away. One thing I want to note about the camp is if you are going to use him, definitely put the unit in the camp, because they'll get the bonuses. If you don't put the unit in the camp, you're not taking advantage of those bonuses, so it's very important you do that. Also, selection. You can change any selection you decide to go with, by the way. Do not neglect this. This is very important, okay? So you are going to be able to choose activates at 3, 5, 8. You can change them anytime. All you have to do is click here and replace, and you're good to go, okay? So go in here and change it around based on the content that you're on, depending on who you're fighting against. It's very important that that is something you guys do as well, or else it's going to be a problem. I think from here, we're pretty good. Now, one thing about story mode I do want to talk about as well here is that you want to make sure that if you are stuck, you do all of your encounters, right? Check out all your encounters. For example, here, you'll get yourself prizes, you get yourself little storylines, right? Here, let's drag this here. Like, this is going to give you some meteor shards, which will help you summon, hopefully. Let's click here, cursor, here. There you go. And you're going to come around to these sections where you're going to have these like exclamation marks on characters. Make sure you do those. They actually give you a lot. So they're under rumors usually. World travel just gives you meteor, which is, I mean, just gives you meteor gems. Make sure you're visiting characters every day, because these characters will give you shards for them when you visit. So it's very important to do that. Don't neglect this part. It's actually a pretty big deal, guys, because it will help you advance, especially as free to play. Everything that we do here in this game is going to matter a lot. Okay, so don't neglect all these simple things, because if you do, there's fish right there, right? Catching fish, simple way, get yourself some gold. Now, as you get fish and stuff, for example, they're going to go in your glossary or your encyclopedia or whatever the hell they call it in this game, and you're going to be able to get meteor gems for all of this, especially if they're brand new. Plus, you're getting a little bit of gold here and there, right? So, very easy, guys, to do this. Don't neglect it. It's very, very important to do all these easy little things to get better at it, okay? So, hold on, let's get this guy here. Get this Froggy. Get over here, Froggy. Some frog legs tonight, baby. There we go. Frog. A big one, too. God damn. It's a huge... you see that? That's crazy. Okay, so there's a complete. You guys can see now. We're going to get ourselves the gems. And then you're done there. Now, what I was talking about here under travels, when you do that, see what happens? You open this up. You get yourself some gems. Very easy things. Very easy ways to do this. It's a little bit of extra side questing. But overall, look at that, 888, guys. So easy to do this, and you get yourself additional rewards throughout the whole way. And then what you guys can do with all those diamonds is go back in here, jump into recruit, and get yourself some more characters, hopefully, right? So let's go ahead and purchase. We'll do 12. Sure, why not? We've already purchased stamina, so we'll do this. And here's the summon. Now, I have not seen a UR yet pop up in the regular summons. I've seen plenty of SSRs, as you guys can see. As a free-to-play, my account's been pretty damn good. I'm not going to complain. So I don't know if it's even possible to get URs. I think it is, as a way to check. But these SRs, every time I get good SRs, I'm very happy. Every time I get good Rs, I'm happy, because, again, all of these units can be pushed to UR status. So make sure, guys, you focus on building a pretty balanced team. Don't worry about your SSRs in the beginning, especially as free-to-play. Your SRs are going to help you, and your Rs are going to help you a lot more as you progress. And here's the friendship token I was talking about. See, we have 20 left. You need 100 to summon. but it does count towards it, and it will grant you an SSR as well too. So there you guys have it. This is a quick beginner's guide. If there's anything I'm missing, let me know. I'll do a shop guide. I'll do a bonds guide. I'll probably end up doing who are some of the best units to put together guide. So you're going to see all of that, the usual stuff from me. But focus, guys, on the missions, on the events, especially the events. Get these events done. They're going to make such a huge difference for you, especially this one, improving Ling Chi. And also the bonuses one here, which is the squad you are. And don't forget to get your weekly prizes. Oh, and forgot to mention this. There is actually a community event going on. Is it community or is it exclusive? Let me see. Exclusive. Here we go. Challenge invitation that's going on. I will give you guys all the quiz answers once I have them. I'm almost halfway done. So once I get them all, I'll let you guys know what they all are. And you guys can just copy and paste everything I did and get yourself these rewards that are right over here, which you can see here are going to be quite a bit of things to be given to you for free. And then the ultimate reward here is this thing, which is precious skill fabric used to buy hero skins. Okay, so this is Payne. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Take care.